Yes, people, what is happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Uefa Champions League preview show as we do every single Champions League or fortnight of the Champions League. We always preview the Champions League. We always talk about the fixtures that are happening. We're going to preview them, predict them. Some interesting games, Liverpool, Real Madrid, PSG, Bayern. We're going to get into that straight away. Prophet, Josh, and King are in the building. Augustia might be here for a bit. I've sent you the link. But lads, hope you guys are well and hope everything's okay on your side and whatnot.
All good on my end, bro. All good.
Josh and King, you guys okay?
Akevin, as an Arsenal fan, it couldn't be going much better at the minute. So,
Of course. But King, how you doing, my guy?
Yeah, man, great weekend. 3-point lane again. Tottenham went football ready, so yeah, we do what we do on the weekend.
Of course. But guys, I just have one special request. I'm 10 subs to 500. The goal I set from AN Sports from the very, very start was to get to 500 subscribers. The first goal I said 500 subscribers is the first step. And we're literally 10 subs away. Guys, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and the like button as always. The like button is as important as the subscribe button. Let's get 15 likes on the video. And subscribe to Liverpool Prophet and King's channel. And I'll put Josh's link in the title in the description as well. Well, because of Josh, you said you wanted to upload something. You said you're going to upload something as well, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, that pipe dream at the minute, but, we'll look into it.
I'll put it in the description, guys. So make sure you guys go subscribe to all the legends in the building. And yeah, let's get started, guys. Obviously, where do you want to start? I mean, might as well get to the first Champions League game. Slavia Prague Arsenal is the first game. I think we'll go with the timings. Timings better. Slavia Prague Arsenal, top of the league. Arsenal in the Prem. Slavia Prague away. Obviously, last time out you beat Atletico Madrid 4-0. And talk to me about the Champions League, bro, and so far.
Well, talk to you about the Champions League. I mean, what else is there to say? Incredibly entertaining. Thanks, Ranvir. Obviously, Champions League always provides great entertainment. From an Arsenal perspective, going into tomorrow.
16 this year, hopefully. 16 for 16 this year.
Random man, behave yourself tonight, man.
Yeah. Behave yourself.
Mad last stream.
Behave yourself tonight. Big up Indian Scouser every single time. Make sure you guys subscribe to Indian Scouser if you haven't done so already. My pal over here from Thailand.
Big up Indian Scouser, man.
Valverde. LFC 3-2. Interesting. But anyway, sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off, Josh.
No, it's all right. This Slavia Prague game, we've got a few selection issues going into this. Zubimendi suspended, and our next game is against Bayern. Rice is one yellow card away from suspension in the next game. So, I mean, do we play Rice? We can't play Zubimendi. Saliba might not be 100%. Martinelli's not going to be fit for the game. The likes of Madueke and Havertz are still injured alongside Jesus. So I think it's going to be a tough one. I still think we'll keep a clean sheet. I think we will win the game and we'll continue the run. But I think it is going to be quite difficult. Obviously, Akevin, you mentioned last time out, tremendous win against Atletico Madrid. Unfortunately, I missed it, but it was a wonderful performance, especially in the second half. Wonderful 3 points, wonderful goal scores. As an Arsenal fan, I love myself a set piece. And in our last game against Burnley, another solid win, another set piece, and another counter-attacking goal from a Burnley set piece. 6 points clear at the top of the league at the minute. 100% record in the Champions League so far. All we have to do is keep going. We've got a tough game against Sunderland at the weekend. We need to get the job done in Prague tomorrow night or tomorrow evening.
Are you playing home or are you playing away at Sunderland?
Sorry?
Home or away at Sunderland?
Away.
Away, that's going to be a tough game.
So it's going to be tough. We're going to need to get the job done tomorrow evening. Get the 3 points, keep another clean sheet, and then we'll keep going.
Granit Xhaka scoring against Arsenal. Is that football heritage? Or is that going to be...
Well, that's why he's going to stay in my FPL for next weekend. So hopefully I can jinx him.
Fair enough. But obviously, Prophet and King, what are your thoughts on Arsenal so far in this Champions League campaign? Obviously, and their start to the season so far as well. They've had a really good start, conceding very less goals. They've won 8 games in a row without conceding a goal, I think, as well. Not
Who are
mistaken.
Arsenal playing again this week?
Slavia Prague
this
away.
week?
Slavia Prague away.
Oof. I expect more of the same. I think Arsenal go, they get the job done. Don't think it'll be a pretty game. I don't think it's going to be one of them high-scoring games. It just doesn't have that feel to it. But I think it's just going to be one of those where Arsenal get a goal from a corner or a set piece, something like that, and they'll see it out. I think it's definitely got one of them. It's definitely got one of those one goal margin type of feels to it. As for Arsenal starting to the league, yeah, they were just man's moving mad already. You know, we're not even 5 minutes in yet. Yeah, their start to the season's been great. They've started well in the league. They've started well in the Champions League as well. Very good last time out against Atletico Madrid. I think they'll get the job done again against Slavia Prague. Is this home or away?
Away.
Yeah, either way, I
Away.
think they'll get the job done.
I hear that. And also was it they beat Atletico Madrid, they beat Athletic Bilbao, 2
Olympiacos.
Champions League, and another, they 3 clean sheets in a row in the Champions League. You haven't conceded a goal in the Champions League yet. Is this your best
How long
start?
may it continue?
Is this your best start to a season ever? Possibly,
No,
because you haven't
I don't
conceded-
want to go. I don't want to go through the Arsenal history books in my head again. I think 2007 was a better start, but funnily enough, we played Slavia Prague away in the Champions League that season as well. We drew 0-0 away from home after winning 7-0 at the Emirates. But
Good.
yeah, our last 2 away trips to Prague, or to Slavia Prague, 0-0 draw and a 4-0 win back in 2021. So hopefully the clean sheet theme continues, and hopefully we can nab a goal or 2. Hopefully we have no injuries going into the Sunderland game.
Sorry, could Arsenal catch Man United's 13 clean sheets in a row record? There's a chance.
Listen. I mean, there's all this talk about Chelsea's defensive record, about the consecutive clean sheets. At the end of the day, we just need to do our job each and every single week. We shouldn't care about records. Roy Keane said it best: if you win the league title at the end of the season and turn the medal around, it's not going to say lost 0 games or only conceded 15 or reached 100 points. At the end of the day, it's a Premier League title. We just need to get our job done each and every week.
I hear you. Big up Godfrey. Big up to you, bro. Arsenal fan in the chat. Big up to you, as always.
Good on him.
But King, thoughts on Arsenal so far this season?
Pretty much the
Champions
same
League.
thing. Same thing everyone else has said. Really, they've pretty much been perfect in Champions League. Pretty much as close to perfection as you can in the league as well. Obviously. Do I think this week is going to change against Slavia Prague away? No. I just think it's just going to be a typical 1-0, 2-0 game. I think for them, I think the best thing is if they can get their goals early, so that at least by the second half, they can make some changes and then just, see the game out like they normally do. I think that will probably be the best way for them. They don't want it to be one of those slugfests because they've got a tough game on the weekend against Sunderland. So you just want to, you need it to be an easy night. So I think if Arsenal kind of attack it straight away, get their goals early, and then just kind of ice the game, then I think that's what they should do. I think that would be the best way, especially with going away to a team like that. Is they can turn it into a fight when it doesn't need to be. So, but yeah, Arsenal should win. It should be comfortable.
I hear that. I mean, obviously, Arsenal have been impressive. Didn't need to do much against Burnley. Got the win. They did. They played it safe at the back. Obviously, when people talk about set piece against a low block team like Burnley, the first thing you need to do is score from a set piece. Because once you score a set piece, you break the low block. You force that low block to push higher up. And that's what Arsenal did, and that's why it opened the game for you guys, and hence why you got the second goal from open play. Sometimes set pieces like I said, set pieces help in terms of breaking down defensive teams, and that's what Arsenal did against Burnley, and you should do it against Sunderland. I think Sunderland will start defensive, and then they'll try and suck in the pressure. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
But
I think. Sorry.
Sorry, no, it's okay. Okay.
No, I just want to say, I 110% agree with what King said. Just from an Arsenal perspective, keep the clean sheet, get the win, make it 12 points out of 12, 4 wins from 4 going into the Bayern Munich game after the international break. Get through it injury free as well, going into the Sunderland game at the weekend. And then it would be a perfect night. At the end of the day, it's a results-based business. I don't care how we play, as long as there's a reward by the end of the season. Hasn't been the case for the last going on 6 years, but hopefully Arteta's finally managed to get over the line.
Get your fucking ass on the show, man.
Yeah. Cheers, Agassia. Thanks.
I sent you the link already, bro. I sent you the link, bro. So yeah, sorry, Josh. Didn't mean to cut you off there again.
No. If you want me to give a score prediction, I'll go 1-0 to the Arsenal.
Finish your preview first.
Oh no, preview. I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say. Just clean sheet, get a goal or 2, get the job done. 12 points out of 12 going into the Bayern Munich game after the international break. Especially with our fixtures after the international break, we've got Spurs at home, then Bayern in midweek, and then Chelsea away.
Chelsea.
We should beat Spurs. Bayern will be tough, and Chelsea are long overdue a win against us at Stamford Bridge. They haven't beaten us since August 2018.
That might end up being a big week in the title race, to be fair. 3 tough games there for Arsenal.
In my opinion, that run will really test if Arsenal are serious contenders or pretenders. That will really test you guys because you have Chelsea, Bayern, and Tottenham all 3 in a row. That run is going to really test Arsenal if you guys can really challenge for the Prem.
I think the only tough game is, I think Bayern's the only.
No, but still, Tottenham against Arsenal is always a big game, man. It really I know it's.
If Spurs play anything like they did against Chelsea, then it should be about a 5 or 6-0 win. But hopefully that is the case. But at the end of the day, on paper, they're going to be 3 very, very tough games. Bayern are arguably the most informed team in Europe at the minute and in the world. I think they've started off the season with about 17 straight wins.
They've not lost.
And going on, exactly. They haven't drawn a game either. I think they're 100% so far. Slavia Prague, on the other hand, they're top of their league. I think they're unbeaten at the minute. But I think they've only picked up 1 point in the Champions League so far. We really need to be getting the job done tomorrow evening. And obviously, from my perspective, not as much the other 3. Arsenal do the job.
Yeah. Prophet and King, your last thoughts and score predictions?
Score prediction wise, I think it'll be another one of them. I don't think it'll be an exciting game. It's not a game that I'm going to personally be going out of my way to watch. But I think Arsenal will get the job done. I'm going to go 1-0. I think the usual routine 1-0 Arsenal. Clean sheet, get the points, and don't know where that will take them in the Champions League table, but they've got the winner, haven't they?
King?
For me, this game goes either 2 ways. They either have a comfortable 1-0 or they slap them like 4-5. So I don't see Slavia Prague having any chances in this game because I just think Arsenal are too strong for them. I don't know. I have a feeling it'll be just like a 2-0, a comfortable 2-0. Gyökeres will get 1, someone else will get another, and then the second half they'll do what they did against Burnley. They'll just take off their big guns, slow the game down. So first half might be a little bit of a fun, but the second half is probably just going to be a sleep fest. So if you're tired and that, and you need something to watch to fall to sleep to, that the Arsenal second half is going to be perfect remedy.
I'm
Careful insomnia.
Simple 2-0. I'm going to go with a simple 2-0 Arsenal. I think Arsenal will win the game comfortably. I don't think Slavia Prague have much to offer to pose a threat. I think you guys should be able to handle them defensively and going forward easy. I think Arsenal will just score 2 early goals and just kill the game off. They won't really need to do much because obviously you have Sunderland on the weekend. If you score the 2 early goals, you might as well just play it around the park and just save energy for the weekend. I think it's generally going to be that easy for you guys. Obviously, Slavia Prague, the atmosphere is going to be a bit of a weird one. Obviously, you're going to Serbia. The Serbia atmosphere is always mad whenever you go to Serbia, because I think Slavia Prague versus was it Slavia Prague? No, sorry, Serbia. Czech. Excuse me, not Serbia. Czech. I was thinking of another fixture. Czech Republic. It's gonna be tough going out there as well. Obviously, it's gonna be a long trip away as well from England. Is it gonna be like a 2 or 3 hour flight from England?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But the time zone should be okay. It's not like you're going to like Russia or like Kazakhstan or whatnot. I mean, it's still gonna be like a I reckon you guys just go to check and just go and win 2-0.
Yeah.
Just easy.
And one last thing, Declan Rice don't get booked because we need to against Bayern.
Oh, by the way, just to heads up for Declan Rice, his auntie passed away before the game,
Yeah.
so sending my thoughts and prayers to Declan Rice and his family as well. In
No.
that,
Whitmer, RIP.
AFC will draw at 1-1. Fair enough. But yeah, I think let's move on to the next game. Napoli, Eintracht Frankfurt. I'm gonna go 3-1 Napoli.
2-1 Napoli.
1-0 Napoli.
This is crazy. The Napoli lost 6-2 last game week against PSV. This is Conte in Champions League. Conte in Europe is terrible. Frankfurt's going to win this game easily. It's going to be
Really?
another. Yeah, man. It's going to be a 4-2
Easily.
Frankfurt win.
This is Conte in Europe.
Yeah, Conte doesn't do well in Europe.
When was the last time Conte retained the title? Has he ever retained a title back to back?
Yeah, in Italy he will retain it. He's I think he did it 3 in a row in Italy.
He did Juventus, right? When he was manager with Juventus.
Yeah,
He did.
yeah.
Okay. Ever since
When it comes to leagues, Conte is next to none. If you want a league title, go get yourself a Conte. He'll win you a league title. He'll fight with your board, and then he'll leave. Except if you're Tottenham. But when it comes to Europe, yeah, he's probably one of the worst managers to have in Europe, and they lost 6-2 to PSV. So Frankfurt's better than PSV, so it should be an easier away win for Frankfurt, 4-2.
King, you might as well kick us off with the Atletico Madrid USG game.
Obviously Atletico got a body bagged by Arsenal. But they're still a good team. USG will be difficult as well. Quality Belgium team. I don't know. I feel like this will be like a 2-2. I have a feeling it'll be a 2-2 draw.
Against USG, Union St. Galois.
Yeah. They've got a couple players over there that I like. I like their striker and that. So yeah, I think USG can be a team that will be annoying to come against.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Atletico. Profit.
3-0 Atletico.
As Godfrey says here as well. Josh.
4-0 Atleti.
Bodo Glimt, AS Monaco. It'll be an interesting game, to be honest with you. This one's not gonna be a game where you think it's gonna be like a dead snooze. I don't think so. I think there'll be goals. I think Bodo will win though. I'm gonna go 2-1. I'm gonna go Bodo Glimt 2-1. You know, it's Bodo Glimt. I mentioned before that they were once a team that nobody heard or knew much about, and then they just started to blossom into that European regular European team. They made the semifinals of the Europa League last year as well. But listen, it's gonna be an interesting game. You said, sorry, Josh. You said 2-2 draw.
2-2. Yeah, 2-2 draw.
Profit, you there?
0-0, bro. I think it's gonna be one of those.
No. Sorry, you said no. King.
I agree with Prophet. This is one of the worst games of the week. That's gonna be a 0-0. Man, who's watching that, especially with the other games available? Yeah, man. Turn the channel game.
Juventus Sporting Lisbon. That'll be more interesting.
2-0 Sporting.
That's obviously Juventus just fired Igor Tudor as well, and they just won their first game with Spalletti on the weekend. I think Juventus will win this game 2-0.
Juventus have got a new manager, haven't they?
Yeah, Spalletti.
Yeah.
They sacked Igor Tudor.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with the Juventus win then. I'm gonna go with a 3-1 Juventus.
King.
Sporting for me have been the better team in Champions League when it comes to those two teams. Obviously, Juventus lost on a manager bounce, so that might help them. But it's also at Sporting, so
no, it's in Juventus.
Oh, is that Juventus?
Yeah, it's
2-1.
even.
Oh, okay, then that makes a difference to me. Then yeah, 3-2 Juventus. I was gonna go 3-2 Sporting, but it was gonna go 3-2 whoever the home team was. Honestly, because I just think it's gonna be a high scoring game. It's just gonna be the home team that wins. So yeah, 3-2 Juve.
Fair enough. Next game we've got the big one. Liverpool Real Madrid. Prophet, the home team. You kick this one off, and then I'll go after you.
I mean, where do you start? Liverpool, Real Madrid. Okay, so we're going into this game off the back of a good win against Aston Villa. So we have got a little bit of confidence. I'm a little bit more confident going into it now. Before the Villa game, if you'd asked me, I would have said we're going to get absolutely cooked. But now I feel a little bit more confident. For me, the best bet in this game is Slot keeps the formation and the team the same as he did against Aston Villa, because that made a difference. Obviously, he dropped all the big names. The only player that was not here last season that was in the team against Villa was Hugo Ekitike. Other than that, pretty much last season's team made a difference. You saw instantly the chemistry was better. The team looked more comfortable playing with one another, and the performance was better too. So I think Slotter's got to stick with that against Real Madrid too. I know people are going to say, "Oh, it's a Wirtz. You got to play Wirtz in a game like this," but nah, not for me. I think he's got to earn his way into the team. Obviously, against Real Madrid, we aren't great. I know we beat them last season, but it's a different Real Madrid. This is Xabi Alonso Madrid, who are a lot improved from last year. Other than that, they beat us 5-2. They beat us twice in the final, 3-1 and 1-0. They knocked us out in the quarterfinal. It's not a fixture that we like playing because we usually get torn a new one. And yeah, I agree with what Van der Man says here. You have to lock Mbappe up in this game. Defensively, we've got to be on point. Even if Mbappe's quiet, they've still got Vinicius Junior there. They've still got Rodrigo there. They've got players that can hurt you. So I think it's really important that defensively we're switched on. I think if we defend like we did against Villa, I think the last 10 minutes against Villa, the whole team was back there working really hard to keep the clean sheet. I think if we can defend like that again, I think we'll be fine. But it's going to be a tight game, close one. I'm confident, but I'm not confident at the same time. You know, part of me thinks that the Villa game might be another fluke. But yeah, I'm not sure if Trent starts. I know a couple of people in the chat were saying Trent might not start the game, but regardless, even if he does start, I still think with or without him, Madrid will be a problem. So yeah, I know last time as well when we played them, they didn't have a full strength team. I think Mbappe was missing. Vinicius Junior was missing.
Mbappe played.
Oh, was it Mbappe?
He actually missed the penalty at Anfield.
Yeah. So yeah, they had a lot of players missing last time around, and they did have a different coach too. But I don't know much about Real Madrid. I know that they're top of the La Liga at the moment. But from what I've been seeing of on Real Madrid fan channels, they aren't overly happy with their team at the moment either. So looks like they're under a little bit of pressure to win this game as well, like we are. So
this is a good
should
point.
be an interesting one.
Next year, your defense hasn't been amazing in recent times as well, and you're facing one of the scariest attacks in the world. And
100%.
Mbappe has been in really good form as well. This is not the same Mbappe as it started last season when he
I know
when he started off this season. He started off with a bang, obviously scoring in the El Clasico as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that, and you see now that he's the top scorer was the top scorer in Europe last season. He's gonna want to rock up to Anfield and get revenge after what happened last season. To be honest,
100%.
I think that might happen. Vinny is back this time around to help Mbappe. You also got Arda Güler as well.
Yeah,
Arda Güler. You got players like Valverde, Bellingham, Carvajal is back.
Yeah, they've got.
Sorry, what were you saying, Prophet?
I think they've got a lot of players that can hurt us 100%, but I do feel like we've got players that can hurt them as well if our players are on it. I think Salah can cause them problems. Ekitike can definitely cause them problems. Gakpo too. Is Courtois fit for this game? If Courtois is fit for this game, that's gonna be a problem because that's a great goalkeeper there as well between the sticks. So yeah, they've got pretty much world-class players in every single position.
Yep.
Yeah, Haaland and Mbappe in 1 week as well. That's dark. That is dark.
The only saving grace is Liverpool was at Anfield. But you know what happened to Anfield recently, though. I ain't gonna mention it.
Yeah,
So-
I know.
So we
Yeah.
can't say saving graces at Anfield. It's
Yeah,
about
I
the
don't.
form- for
The only
form
thing
going.
I can really see that he's alluding to is maybe he's saying it's Anfield on a European night, which can make a difference. But
The Real Madrid had rocked up before, and at
exactly,
Anfield.
they rocked up and beat us 5-2 a couple of years ago. So
Nope, Trent is back. Trent's back. Trent's on the. I think Trent will be on the bench though. I don't think he'll start. I don't think Trent will start. But guys, if you're just entering the building, make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. We're 10 subs away, guys. Literally 10 subs to go. If you guys could subscribe, leave a like on the video. That'll help a lot of people. And there's like how many of you in the chat? All of you hit the like button. Big up to Rasta Stocks every single time. Make sure you guys subscribe to Rasta Stocks.
big up.
Big up to Rasta time. Lucky escape. That could have fucked with the psychology of Liverpool players. To be fair to you, Liverpool weren't amazing. Were they amazing as Aston Villa, or were they just like it was just okay?
I think it was a better performance.
Roger Luck.
I think the team selection, the manager got the team selection spot on. To be fair, go back to what worked well last season, and you saw a better performance. I do think Villa played into our hands though, because if you watch the game, Villa didn't come and low block it. I think had they low blocked the game, maybe it'd have caused us small problems. But they were really trying to press. They were trying to play. You got caught a couple of times. Our first goal actually came from them playing out from the back. They just continued to play out from the back, and they were causing their own problems. So I think we were good, but I do think Villa played into our hands as well.
Fair enough. From Real Madrid, obviously, one loss all season. Good form, good form. Just not really been amazing to watch, but they've been getting the results. And
I think that's Madrid, isn't it? They just they find a way to win regardless of how they
this
play.
season they look more of a big game team. Obviously, part of the Atletico Madrid game, what happened and whatnot. Everything else seems to be clicking into gear for Real Madrid, and everything seems to be clicking into gear for Xabi Alonso as well, because he's starting to get their best out of his players. He's starting to get the best.
Their only loss was when they got pumped by Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid, yeah, that was only lost this season. That was only lost. But yeah, like I said, it's about getting the win, trying to go to Anfield and try and nullify Liverpool and try and get them on the counter, because Liverpool, tracking back, they're not amazing when tracking back. So once you have the pacing behind, you can try you can create. Vinny and Mbappe got to link up play. Rodrigo off the bench, Arda Güler, you have all these players. You got all these players to start the game, and look, at the end of the day, it's about turning up. It's about performing. It's about doing the business and getting the job done. But I don't think Real Madrid will take this game lightly. Obviously, they will not. They know that Liverpool have not been in the best of forms as of recent times, but they know Anfield is a difficult place to go to. Even if Liverpool haven't been amazing. I remember during lockdown, Real Madrid were winning 3-1, and then people were saying Liverpool were going to come back and win that game, but they ended up drawing 0-0. It was still a tough game. You go into Anfield. I know they won. Was it 5-2 at Anfield with Benzema scoring 2 goals as well. I'll just say this: Liverpool were 2-0 up because of the Anfield crowd at the start, and then Real Madrid got the 1 goal, and then back in, and then back into the how do you say it? Then they allowed Real Madrid back into the game, and that's what happened.
Just went downhill from there.
It went downhill. But you start off the game 2-0 because of your crowd at the start of the game. But mentally, are they up for it? Are Liverpool and Real Madrid both up for this game? It could be a dodgy 0-0 as well. It could go either way. But if you want to start with predictions, Josh and King, you guys want to add your predictions? If you guys want to add your comments as well on this one, please.
Well, I think Prophet was 110% with the Villa game at the weekend. Slot was talking for the last 6 weeks about how Liverpool's weakness is long ball. So what does Emery go and do? Has them playing out from the back. I mean, it played right into Liverpool's hands there. And that is a very, very morale-boosting victory from a Liverpool perspective, just in time for the Real Madrid game. Real Madrid as well on a good run of form. I think you two said only 1 defeat so far this season. I think it will be a tight affair until the last 15 minutes when tired legs start to play a part. And Real Madrid's players on the counter attack will pull through in the end. I'll go 3-1 Real.
Interesting. King, you add your prediction? You add your preview? Little preview of the game.
Yeah. I don't think as a Liverpool fan you should look too much into the Villa game. I think Villa have been one of the worst teams in the league this season. I think between them and Newcastle. No, but for the most part they've been bad. I think Unai Emery and Eddie Howe are the two managers under the chopping block next. The way they've been playing.
Disagree.
I think up until the Spurs, when they beat Spurs, Villa weren't great.
Europa League winning manager. You can't sack a Europa League winning manager while being in the Europa League. They won't do that. Villa won't do that.
You can if you're playing the way they're playing. They're mid-table right now. Against Liverpool, they were terrible. They could barely pass it more than 3 times against Liverpool. They were terrible the whole game. I think it was one of the easiest games Liverpool could have had all season. If you were gonna put a game out for Liverpool to play against, a team to play against, that's what Villa did. Villa pretty much said, "Here, sir, have the 3 points." That's what they did on the weekend. Yeah, because they were absolutely rubbish.
Aren't Villa more focused on the Europa League than they are on the Prem?
Probably, yeah.
That's their main focus.
You still need to be up there in the Prem, even if you win. Because put it this way, they
beat City 1-0.
Performances lead to bad performances in Europe as well. So regardless of whether the performances in the league will also dictate what you do in Europe as well. It's not like you can just forget about the league entirely if you're Villa as well. Because if they don't win the Europa League, then what happens next season for them? They're a team that wants to consistently be in Europe. So I think the way they've been playing hasn't been good enough. But back to Liverpool, as I said, if there was a game that you would want and a team to play a certain style of football that Villa did, that would have been what you want on the weekend. But the thing about Madrid is Madrid play a 3 at the back. And I think another thing that we haven't discussed is that Liverpool's kryptonite is 3 at the back. That's why they always struggle against Crystal Palace. So you're pretty much playing up against the Crystal Palace on crack in Real Madrid. So it's going to be a 3 in the back formation. Xabi Alonso isn't a mug, so he's going to exploit your weaknesses. He's definitely going to go long, especially with the pace that they have in behind. And I think it's going to be a long night for Liverpool at Anfield. The atmosphere is going to be on go because obviously it's the return of Trent, all the controversies around that. Hopefully Konate isn't thinking Hala Madrid and he's thinking about staying at Liverpool because sometimes if he's thinking Hala Madrid, he has a bad performance. But outside of that, I think Madrid are gonna have a comfortable day out in Anfield, to be honest, because they play the style and the way that Liverpool hate the most. 3 at the back. They're basically going to counter attack the whole night, and I think Xabi Alonso is a smart enough manager to out tactic Slot, and if he does that, then it should be an easy 4-0 to Madrid on the night, because I just don't think I think Aston Villa gave Liverpool the game, whereas Madrid are going to be a team that's going to counter, and they're going to be clinical as well, because they have, when it comes to their attackers, when it comes to attackers and how getting those big chances, they're not going to miss. They're not going to miss those chances, and I think that's going to be the big thing. Is it gonna be and yeah, I don't know. I just don't think Liverpool are gonna have what it takes for this game. I think this game came too early in a sense. If Liverpool was on a run of like 4 or 5 games or 3-4 games where they won in a row and they're getting their confidence back and they're actually purring a bit, maybe then it'll be a much more closer game. But I just think this is too early for them because they only just got a good result against Villa and Villa played terribly. So I just think Madrid will end up winning, and I'm going to go 4-0 Madrid.
4-0?
4-0?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't see...
This is their kryptonite. Yeah, the back counter-attacking.
They won 5-2 a couple of years ago, so I can see it, to be fair.
I just think it's going to be one of them ones where everything that Liverpool hate to play against, Madrid do. And that's going to be the biggest problem. Liverpool might even get a couple goals. It might even be like a 4-2, but I think Madrid will get 4.
Interesting. But Prophet, I forgot to let you answer this question, my guy.
Yeah,
I'll start with
Dortmund fans. Look, he's going to get booed. We know he's going to get booed. Look, I'd expect him to get booed. You know, he's not going to come back and get like, welcome back like a king. You know, he left in a bad manner, so he's not looked at in a good way by the Liverpool fans. Here again, Vanderman says, personally, I understand he's a Liverpool born and bred, but wants to bigger. It's not about Trent leaving. I don't think anyone was upset that Trent left. Maybe one or two were, but it's more so the way he left. He could have come out openly and said, I want to. Well, I'm thinking about moving elsewhere, and it would have been more understandable. But he conned the whole fan base to think maybe he'd stay. Ended up leaving, and then it turns out he was learning Spanish as well while he was still here. So it's one of those where I think he's a rat, but I don't think he's a rat because he left. I think he's a rat because of the way he left personally. So respectfully, Vanderman, I know. Well, I'd have to disagree with you on that one. But yeah, I expect Trent to get booed 100%.
He'll get booed, but at the end of the day, you got to admire what he's done for Liverpool and what he's won with Liverpool.
100%, yeah.
Some reports are circulating, and Xabi would start saying that you're playing against Barcelona. That's the way forward. When you win a big game, that's the way forward, bro. That Real Madrid should have beaten Barcelona, but not just 2-1. That game was not Barcelona's. That game was by far Real Madrid's best performance. They could have slapped Barcelona 5-1. They could have slapped Barcelona by more than 2-1. If you guys watched the game, Madrid had so many chances they just couldn't put away. But at the end of the day, they ended up winning 2-1. Real Madrid should have won by a lot more than 2-1. Don't let the scoreline tell you the overall picture of the performance. They should have won by a lot more than 2-1. Yes, they're all upset he left. Joins in the title celebration that he's fully committed to the club. At the turns to Liverpool, turns out the LB student speak mucho fluent Spanish in his first presser. I mean, to be fair with you, in school, aren't you supposed to learn like a language in your GCSE?
Yeah, German or it's normally German or Spanish that they teach you.
Yeah, so I Trent learned Spanish, and I don't. Yeah. Then at the end of the day, it's not wrong. What he did.
It's a bit of both. To be fair, Vanderman. People do feel stabbed in the back, but look, I'm not bothered that he left. To be fair, he's a great player, but it's not like he's irreplaceable. I know Frimpong hasn't been great yet, but I think we've got a decent replacement for Trent there. Bradley's also a good player, so it's a loss. We are missing him a little bit this season, but ultimately, in the long run, I think we'll be fine without him.
Fair enough. But what's your score prediction, Prophet, since you are the home team?
I can hear what both the lads are saying, to be fair. I think Josh said 3-1. I think King said 4-0 there. Look, if our defence defends how it did against Brentford, if it defends how it did against who else did we play recently where we got cooked, Chelsea, United, then yeah, we're going to get absolutely smashed in this game. But if we can defend like we did against Villa, I think the last 10 minutes we worked very hard to keep that clean sheet. I can, maybe be a little bit more confident. I don't think we're going to win, though. I don't think we'll win. I take a draw in this game. I think if we have another good performance, I'll take the draw. I think the City game at the weekend is much more of a must-win than this one. So I'm hopeful. This is my heart speaking, not my head. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. I think it'll be a draw. But if I'm listening to my head, I think we're probably going to lose. But I'm going to go with. What was that, Bo?
No, I'm thinking of the score. What should I go for? I'm gonna go with a 3-2 Real Madrid win. It'll be goals galore, but I think Real Madrid will nick it at the end. I just think Mbappe, once Mbappe is clinical, it's over for a lot of teams. It's hard to contain him. It's hard to contain him as well.
Yeah. I think again, I'm worried with obviously Kanate is being linked with Real Madrid as well. Agent Kanate settings could be as well. So you never know. You could end up having another smeller, and hopefully the defense is on point though.
Prayers to you and everything going on in Tanzania, bro. Big up to you, Lumen, every single time, bro.
Big up.
As always. When Real Madrid roll in town, it's a must-win, bro. Need to make a statement.
It is, yeah, it is. But I'd also say that the City games equally as much of a must-win.
Yeah, fair enough. I think we'll move on now. Unless you guys want anything more about the game.
I just want to see another good display. If we lose with a good performance, I'll be all right with it. But no more of this just below par, subpar performances week in, week out. We need to start building some momentum here going into the next couple of games.
Fair enough. Courtois, Fede, Hausen, Militao, Alvaro Fernandez, Tchouaméni, Arda Güler, Bellingham, Camavinga, Vini, and Mbappe. Fair enough. It's your 11. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's a great 11 plus Bellingham.
I think one player to watch is Alvaro Fernandez as well. Been really good for Real Madrid.
Oh yeah, he was at United, wasn't he?
Yeah, Ten Hag decided to sell him because we didn't have a left back. Retard. Anyway, let's move on.
I do have one last thing to say though. I'm gonna be booing Trent as well. So
why?
shout out to the Liverpool fans.
I'm gonna be cheering. I'm gonna be cheering, bro.
Boo! I'm gonna be there. Boo.
Imagine Trent Alexander-Arnold hits a game-winning free kick at the end of the day.
No, honestly, I think if he does play, I think it's probably unlikely, but I think Gakpo can get some joy off that left side if he does play, because we know Trent defensively he's absolutely pants. So I never admitted that when he was a Liverpool player, but now he's gone. I'm more than happy to say he's a crap defender.
But imagine it's a free kick in front of the cop. Trent has the free kick and he scores it in front of the cop. What happens? Does he celebrate or does he?
No, he'll probably celebrate. To be fair,
no, I don't think.
If he gets booed, I think he will celebrate. Because he'll just be
actually, no, it depends how bad the booing is. Because imagine if you're getting cussed out, or if his parents get cussed out like Adebayor, then he'll celebrate. He'll do the whole running all the way to the clock end, Yeah. But no, if Trent plays for extended period of time, it's going to be Bonnie Blue settings. Every man's going to get some. So
yes.
if I'm Madrid, I wouldn't put Trent on.
Yes, Sanket. Imagine is it a penalty Trent Alexander-Arnold's taking it? Nah, I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. Hey, imagine he does and he scores. Hey, listen, I'll be there.
I think it was written in the stars that Trent we were gonna get Madrid at some point this season. With what
it was so written. It would
have been now or the knockouts. It was gonna happen.
Bro, Prophet. It was so written for Trent to return from injury against Liverpool as well.
Yeah.
It's so written that he's coming back from injury against Liverpool as well. But anyways, let's move on to the next game. Let's just quickly get through this one. Olympiacos versus PSV.
It's another crap game, isn't it? Yeah. I'm gonna go with a 1-1.
2-1 PSV.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Olympiacos. Away in Greece is never gonna be an easy game, especially in the Champions League. We know how Olympiacos have fared out before in the Champions League. They've beaten sides I don't want to mention. Not Arsenal. You know who they beat.
No.
And they had to rely on a 3-0 comeback from an ex-Arsenal man to win 3-2 on aggregate. But Olympiacos, PSG, I'm going to go 2-1.
What, everyone's gone?
King Khan, the game's at Anfield, not the Bernabeu.
Sorry, King, what was the question you asked me?
Well, has everyone said their prediction for this one?
I said 2-1 Olympiacos against PSV. Anfield. Just Anfield.
The man is moving mad in the chat today again. They said
PSV is going to win that easily. I'm going to say 3-1 PSV. Olympiacos have been one of the worst teams in Champions League.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just have a feeling Olympiacos might get something out of this game. Josh, what are you saying?
2-1 PSV.
And Prophet, what's your score prediction?
1-1.
1-1. I'll just skip the last. I'll skip this one. We'll and then we'll preview that afterwards. Tottenham versus Copenhagen. I'm gonna go 3-1 Tottenham.
2-0 Copenhagen.
I would love that.
Well, I wouldn't really care, but
no, Copenhagen not too bad.
You do care. It's Tottenham. You do care.
Copenhagen, they beat United a couple of years ago, didn't they? At home.
Yeah.
4-3.
Yeah. So, and I think they pushed them all the way in the reverse fixture as well at Old Trafford. So, I don't think
penalty.
Onana saved the last minute.
Yeah, I think they're not a bad team, and I don't think Spurs are great either.
Rudy Bargi went from Copenhagen to Barcelona.
Okay. The thing is, I don't think I don't think Spurs are great either. Is this at Tottenham Hotspur? Or is it in the Copenhagen?
Yeah, it's at Tottenham. It's at Tottenham, but they're worse at home than away.
Yeah, honestly, I think it'll be. I'm gonna go with a draw. I think it'll be a 2-2.
Sorry, I said correct. I said Alvaro Fernandez. I said Alvaro Fernandez, not Gonzalez. I said Fernandez. Sorry, mate. Go on. I'm gonna cut you off there.
I think I don't think Spurs are great. I think it'll be a draw. I'm gonna go 2-2.
King.
Yeah, I agree with Prophet score of 2-2. I think it's obviously it happened again on the weekend. Spurs turned to the downward doggy. Yeah, we doggied them in their own stadium, 0.05 xg. They might as well have not turned up. Had the 11 ghosts on the pitch. But yeah, at home they've been terrible this season. I think
they're all wearing white. To be fair.
Yeah, no, they need to change their color because every time they play white, man,
that's a weird one, isn't it? They wear all white in the Champions League, but they don't wear the blue shorts, do they?
Yeah.
It's a bit strange that I don't understand what that's all about.
Explains why they ghost all the time, isn't it? In the Champions League.
Yeah.
But I think it will be 2-2. I think 2-2. I think Copenhagen will get a couple goals.
United fan, we've got 3 Champions Leagues. So how many Tottenham got? So before people say, "Oh, but you're a United fan," yeah, exactly. I've got 3 Champions Leagues in my name. Where's Tottenham?
Fair enough.
Nowhere to be found. Exactly. I don't care if they beat us in the Europa League final, mate. We've got more European trophies than them. I don't give a shit. I just don't care. I can mock all I like. But yeah, I'm gonna go 3-1 Tottenham anyways.
Wait, you?
Yeah. Yeah, fuck them. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit, bro. They could,
3-1 Tottenham.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a flying fuck, bro. Honestly, I really don't care, bro. Yeah, I don't care. I think that's this weekend.
You open leagues for the anyway.
We literally have no
unholy copium.
We literally have all the rest we have. Tottenham play midweek. So listen,
Fair.
hands. PSG Bayern Munich, the biggest game of the week in my opinion. Next, the 2 most informed teams in Europe, possibly. PSG, beating Barcelona side, depleted PSG beating a Barcelona, 2-1 away at the Barcelona's reserve stadium. What are you guys saying about this game, man? It's gonna be interesting. Bayern are unbeaten in 17 games in all competitions, right? 17
game winning run, isn't it?
Sorry?
I think they've won all 17 games to start off the season.
Yeah, they've won all games, including the Copa del Rey.
They are the informed team in Europe, up against the European champions.
Right. Yeah, people call. Sorry, not Copa del Rey. Sorry, yeah, people call. My bad. I mean Copa del Rey. Sorry. Don't know why I said Copa del Rey there.
No, but we are seeing probably the 2 best teams in Europe coming together tomorrow night. I don't know, man. I feel PSG will win, but it's going to be a goal fest. It's going to be a classic Champions League night. I'm thinking 4-3 PSG.
This game.
I don't know if Dembele's still out. I'm not up to date on PSG's injury list. I actually think Marseille are top of Ligue 1. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we know how that's going to end up. I still think they have injury problems, but they'll have enough to get through Bayern.
Josh,
and Martinelli's injured for the Slavia Prague game, but hopefully he'll be back and firing for Bayern. There you
go. Prophet.
I'm just annoyed that I can't watch this game because I got to watch the Liverpool Real Madrid one. Again, they should.
Game.
Yeah, I think they should have put this game on a Wednesday night. To be fair, but like you guys said.
I'll be watching that game too. Don't worry.
Yeah, Bayern are absolutely insane at the moment. PSG, of course, champions of Europe. They are also insane. Is this in Paris or is it in Germany?
Paris.
I think home advantage there could get PSG over the line. But yeah, I think this is going to be a goal fest. I agree with what Josh said there. I'm feeling a 4-3 as well. To be fair, 4-3 PSG.
I think Doué is out as well. I just heard Doué is out. I forgot. Remember, I think Doué is out for a couple of months. I think I heard he got
injured again. Yeah.
Yeah, Doué got injured. But they still have Bitinha. They still have João Neves. They still have the top midfielders, and they have Pacho. They still have their good players. But I don't think Dembele is back. Kvara is back though. Kvara will play. I think. I think it'll be Gonzalo Ramos up top. For PSG, if not mistaken. But I'm gonna give my prediction just a bit. But King, go on, bro. Like
The
just give
only
me the previous game. Sorry.
I think the only issue PSG have is the injuries. I think they've got a couple of their key players out,
Yeah,
especially I
Doué's
think
out.
Zabani. I think he's just suspended for this game. I swear, because they got a
Let me
red card last game. Yeah, Zabani suspended for this game because he got sent off against Leverkusen. So they're gonna
Oh,
have
no, Dembele's back. Dembele's back. Sorry, Dembele's back. Dembele will play this game. Barca will play. Zaire Emery could play. Zabani suspended, and
Yeah.
Doué is out. So and Bayern are missing just Davies and Musiala. That's literally all that they're missing.
Yeah. But Bayern been missing them the whole season, regardless. But
Yeah.
as I said, no Zabani, so you're gonna have to put someone in the centre back partnership with Pacho, which might be a problem. Obviously, they're still missing. I don't know who I think maybe they've got all their players back, but I don't think they're on full fitness. So in a game like this, you need to be kind of 100% going into it, and I don't think they have been. And I just think Bayern have been just too on form. Like they just win. Bayern just win. So I think going into this game, I just think Bayern are just going to continue what they're doing at the moment, and win the game. I think it's gonna be a close one. I think it'll be a very close game. I think it'll probably be game of the week. I think it's going to be high scoring, but I think it'll go. I think Bayern will have it 4-2.
Okay.
I just think Bayern will be too much for them.
Bavarian efficiency, big up.
Yeah, I think Bayern will have too much for them. Just like Madrid will have too much for Liverpool, I think Bayern will have too much for PSG. I think away wins. But I might be wrong. PSG might turn up and do something, but they've been very inconsistent in their league. They've drawn games, whereas Bayern are just win, and nothing else. So I think Bayern are going in there with the most confidence they've ever been in, and I think that's going to be a problem for them. And also, Harry Kane has been next level as
He's the
well.
best
So
striker. I would say Harry Kane is currently the best striker in Europe right now. Literally,
either him or Haaland. It's either him or Haaland.
him and Haaland, I think Mbappe as well. You got to include them three.
I don't include Mbappe.
Mbappe's been on really good form this season, by the way. He's been on very good form so far. Mbappe's had a very, very good start to the season.
Yeah, I don't include Donatello and Michelangelo and that. But yeah, Kane and
the disrespect to Mbappe is mad, by the way. Huge disrespect. Are Chelsea playing Real Madrid? Are Chelsea playing Real Madrid?
No, we got the other team. We got Barca at some point.
Yeah. If Mbappe bags a brace against you, you better come back to this and retract your message.
No, I'll never retract that message. I'm not scared of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I ain't a kid no more.
Haaland and Mbappe have just the same goals, by the way. Just about the same goals. Just one different.
So yeah. But yeah, no, Harry Kane's been the best striker this season, and I think he's going to continue that. He's going to brag a brace against PSG, especially without Zabani. I think their defense is going to be a lot weaker, so it's going to be whoever offense or whoever the centre back is next to Pacho. And I think Kane is one of those strikers that likes to exploit the weaker defenders, and I think if he can do that, he will. He did that against Chelsea when they played us, and I think he can do that again. So yeah, 4-2 Bayern.
Haaland is relying on good service and as a finisher. Kane is a more complete player. He drops. Yeah, I agree with that. He's more like a roaming striker, whereas Haaland's just like you play him through, he's done. He's gonna score a goal. But Harry Kane can just do he can do the dirty work from midfield. He can do the work from midfield, the dirty work from midfield, and take it to the attack. That's how Harry Kane can do. He can drop into the number 10. He's not necessarily number 9. He can play number 10 as well. He's very versatile. You know what I mean? But anyways, I think let's get to predictions. Or you want to add anything more on the game? I mean, it's a huge game anyway, so we might as well talk more about it.
I'm going to back Diaz to get a goal as well in this game. My boy Luis Diaz. Never should have sold him, by the way. I'm going to back him to score.
Fair enough. I can't lie to you. I mean, Bayern have been. This is the best I've seen Bayern Munich. We always talk about them being the group stage masters in Europe because that's what they are. They are literally the group stage kings in the Champions League. Bayern Munich destroy every single group stage. Every time they're in the group stage, they always destroy it. But this time around, they're unbeaten in all comps. Does that come to an end now that they're playing against PSG? If it comes to an end against a side like PSG, I will not be surprised because it's PSG. They're the current European champions for a reason. I mean, you are going to the Parc des Princes as well. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy, especially with the PSG crowd behind them. Bayern's unbeaten run is on the line. A lot to play for in this game. PSG, trying to defend their crown. This is the game that can prove to them that they can defend their crown. This is a game where PSG need to sort of get through in order to say, all right, we can defend our crown because we can beat sides like Bayern. We can beat sides like Madrid. We can beat sides like Liverpool and whatnot. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
I think the Bayern manager surprised me as well. To be fair, because I think when Vincent was appointed the Bayern manager, I don't think anyone expected him to do much. To be fair, I think a lot of people laughed at the appointment as well after he replaced Thomas Tuchel. But he's done well. He's done really well considering how bad he was at Burnley to go into Bayern.
Language barrier as well because he can speak English very well.
Yeah, exactly.
Language barrier as well.
Yeah, so I think Vincent deserves credit as well on that end.
Also feel in the old days Haaland would be dealt with easier, but you can't follow him as much nowadays. Now he's pretty shit on the ball, not dribbling. The one thing about Haaland is he's not the all-round footballer, but he's a very good goal scorer. He's very deadly in the box. He's not the most amazing footballer to watch, but once he's in that box, you are finished. It's literally simple. Once Haaland's in the box, it's a goal. So yeah. Harry Kane is a complete striker who can defend, hold up play, link up play, is top notch, and we all know his passing and shooting. Yep, Harry Kane's creative as well as is clinical. I laughed at the appointment to a company has proven himself to be a very good manager even after getting Lancashire Claret relegated. I hear that. Trust me,
is Neuer still in goal for Bayern Munich, or did they have someone else now?
No, I think that Neuer is still in goal. I think
that's crazy, man. He's like 40 something now, still Bayern's number one
goalkeeper. He's still a really good goalkeeper. Man.
Yeah,
he's
I know.
Still a top quality goalkeeper. For me, like goalkeepers can last up to like 40, 42. Because Van der Sar when he played to like 38, 39, I think for United. So, and Schwarzer played to like 42. So I'm not surprised that goalkeepers last up to like 40, 41. It's not the age where if you sign a goalkeeper in 31, that's basically their prime. That's the goalkeepers. David De Gea, when he was 31, he was one of the best keepers in the world already. So, like I said, it's not 31, 32 is not like, it's like a decline age for a goalkeeper. Goalkeepers actually improve at 31, 32.
Yeah.
Neuer's 39, one of the best in the world. So yeah, exactly. Khan's playing in his 40s as well. There you go. Josh already answered this question, bro. He said Martinelli's injured, but
started very well.
Yeah, football's way too soft nowadays. I 100% agree. But any more thoughts on the game before we move on to predictions, guys? This game, Josh, you want to add anything on the game?
This is PSG Bayern, isn't it? Not much else to say. I'm torn in between three scorelines: 4-3 PSG, 4-1 PSG, and 2-1 Bayern. But I think I'll stick with 4-3. I think it's going to be one of those Champions League classics that will ultimately mean nothing because they'll both qualify anyway.
What's your like score prediction? What's your more predominant score prediction? What's the score prediction you're thinking for?
No, I'm still going to go with 4-3.
4-3.
Yeah.
PSG. Okay, fair enough. Prophet.
I'm going to go with a high scoring 3-3 draw.
Another score prediction. just came into my thoughts. One more score prediction just came. But King, what's your prediction?
Oh, I said 4-2 Bayern.
Oh,
Bayern Bayern to destroy PSG.
I was gonna say 3-1 Bayern, but now I'm thinking Josh said high scoring, 4-4.
I can see it, to be fair. I can see loads of goals in this game.
I want to say 3-1 Bayern, but for the sake of the content, for the sake of it, I'm gonna go 4-4. Fuck it, why not? I'm gonna go 4-4. I'll just go for the sake of the sake of the video. 4-4. That's gonna be crazy scoreline. You know what it is? It'll be 1-1 at halftime, and then both sides will come out in the second half.
And it'll just be a crazy one.
Bayern will score, PSG will score 2-3, and then Bayern will score 3, and then 4-4, and then PSG 4-3, and then PSG will score 4-4.
Yeah.
I think PSG will score first though. Then Bayern will equalize right before halftime. Then Bayern take the lead in the second half. Then PSG 2-2, 3-2.
I remember a couple of years ago. There was a game like that. I think it was Chelsea Ajax back when Lampard was still manager.
Yeah. But
4-4, wasn't it, or something like that? Yeah.
4-3.
4-3. Yeah, that was a crazy game as well. And no one would have predicted that to be high scoring.
Ten Hag was a manager.
Yeah, Ten Hag was.
That was the game where Chelsea bought Hakim Ziyech and all that. That was the day where Chelsea said we're going to buy Hakim Ziyech.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
Who ended up being a flop as well.
What was your score prediction again, Prof? You said 3.
I said 3-3.
3-3. Okay, fair enough. We're gonna move on to day 2 now. Pafos Villarreal. 3-1 Villarreal.
4-0 Villarreal.
4-0. King?
3-0 Villarreal.
1-1. It's gonna be a draw.
Karabakh Chelsea. King, take it away. Your preview of this game, please.
Baku again. Great memories over there. Doing our thing against a London rival. Obviously, we beat another London team. Another North London team on the weekend. 3-point lane. The only issue I had with the game was our finishing wasn't good enough. I think we kind of left Spurs with a less embarrassing result than it should have been. We should have won that game 5 or 6, to be honest. I think the shooting boots weren't on. But yeah, am I worried about Karabakh? No. No, I think it's just a game we just need to win because we've got tougher fixtures in the Champions League coming up against Barcelona and stuff like that. So all we got to do is just win the game. We're going to be using Gittins and Esteval in this game because they didn't play on the weekend. So, it's going to be Esteval football. So, he's going to be running up and dunning up their fullbacks. So, you're going to see a lot of goals. It's going to be comfortable 4-0. And yeah, I think we just need to get points on the board really at this point because we've got some games coming up that are gonna be hard or difficult. And yeah, nothing really much else to say. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just need the 3 points and go. I'm not trying to be there for a long time, or I just want a good time. By halftime, I want the game to be over. I want us to be able to put on the kids on. I want to see
just like when you beat Ajax 4-0.
Yeah, pretty much want the same thing. By the time it's 55th, 60th minute, I want to see this, the type of numbers that were in that Liverpool game last midweek when they played who did they play in the League Cup? Those type of numbers like 77, 85s, the 93s. I want to see them players coming on in the second half. So I just need 4 quick goals in the first half, and then just put on the kids because we got more important games coming up. We got bounce back Wolves in the weekend as well.
Oh yeah, Wolves away.
Yeah, bounce back Wolves as well. So that's going to be an annoying game. When the team loses a manager bounces can happen. They're looking like they're going to get a new one in. So that's going to be a long day. But yeah, we just need to win these games up until the not the winter break, the international break, because we've dropped too many points at this point. And yeah, that's it really.
Score prediction?
4-0.
Okay, fair enough. Josh?
I was going to go 4-0 as well. I'll go 5-0 instead. I don't think they'll all be in one half, but Chelsea have far too much quality to let an upset happen.
Yes, the mighty Wolves. Prophet?
Honestly, I'm going to say something unpopular. I think this could be one of them shock 1-0 Carabao wins, to be fair. I think it could be, but I don't think it will be. I think Chelsea will win pretty easily. I'm going to go 3-0.
Yeah, I'll go 3-0 Chelsea as well. Why not? I think Chelsea should have too much for Carabao. Obviously, squad depth and whatnot. You can easily rotate in this game and get ready for the Premier League game on the weekend. Early kickoff as well for Chelsea, so it should be a decent game. For you guys, obviously. Ajax Galatasaray. This might be a bit of an interesting game. It could go either way. But Ajax haven't been amazing in the Champions League as of recent. Galatasaray have been, though. Galatasaray have got some decent results in previous times. I'm going to go straight and I'm going to say 2-1 Galatasaray.
1-1 draw.
1-1 draw.
I'm going to go 1-1 as well, yeah.
Ajax are dead last as well in the Champions League.
And what a fall off, man. Ajax were a team a couple of years ago.
Below Karat Almaty as well. And Paphos, mind you. Prophet, score prediction?
I'm going to go 1-1 as well.
1-1. Josh, you said 1-1, yes? King, score prediction?
Oh, Ajax are losing badly. Osman's going to have a fun day. He's going to score a hat-trick.
4-1?
No, 5-0. It's going to be a 5-0. We beat them 5-1, and they pretty much surrendered as soon as they got a red card. And their fans even booed for some of the substitutions. I think their fans aren't happy with their team at the moment. They've been poor in the league as well. They're fourth in Eredivisie. And I think Galatasaray has been one of the best teams in Turkey. So I think it's going to be comfortable day.
They are the best.
Galatasaray. It's going to be, it's going to be comfortable. I don't know why you're saying Ajax is going to draw. They're going to get spanked. Osman's going to have man. He's 3-4. He's going to be running it up. He's going to be running it up like a check.
I think Ajax is going to 2-1 Ajax. I'm going to go 2-1 Ajax.
Yeah.
So I'm going to change my prediction, actually. I forgot that Galatasaray beat us a couple of weeks ago. And now that King's mentioned it, they do have some decent players there. Osman's one. So I'm going to go 2-1 Galatasaray, actually.
Yeah, same.
It's going to be a beatdown, 5-0. 5-0 Galatasaray.
Ajax, Amsterdam. Benfica, Bayer Leverkusen. Josh, you gave your prediction already, yes, for the game. Ajax, Galatasaray.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to stick with 1-1. I'll be a lone ranger in this one.
Benfica, Bayer Leverkusen. Jose Mourinho against what would have been Erik ten Hag, but not Erik ten Hag.
3-1 Benfica. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 Benfica. I think Leverkusen have a good start to the season. They lost 3-0 to Bayern on the weekend. They've not been in a good form as of late. The downfall of Leverkusen has been crazy since Alonso's left. To be fair.
Yeah, and they lost a lot of players as well. To be fair, didn't they?
They have. Yeah, Granit Xhaka. They lost Hincapie. They lost. Who else? They lost to Wirtz.
Frimpong, Hincapie.
Yeah, Hincapie. Yeah. Josh, what prediction? You said 3-1, yes.
Yeah, 3-1 Benfica. Mourinho's first Champions League win, if I'm not wrong.
I'm going to go 3-0 Benfica. I think Mourinho gets the first win.
King?
Benfica are the second worst team in Champions League at the moment. Obviously, Ajax are the worst with 0 points, minus 10 goal difference. Benfica on 0 points with -5, and then Leverkusen only have 2 points themselves. So it's not going to be a high scoring game. It'll be probably just a 1-0 Benfica win, if that, or maybe a 0-0 draw. So I'm gonna go with my former manager Jose just to win it 1-0.
Club Bruges, Barcelona. I'm gonna go 4-1 Barcelona. Rashford will score a hat trick. I just have a feeling he's gonna score a hat trick, bro. I don't know why. Rashford hat trick. 4-1 Barcelona.
So 3-0 Barca. Fermin Lopez will continue his fine form.
Both of you.
What are Barcelona like in the league? Are they doing well or are they not
Second.
great? Second.
5 points off Real Madrid.
So they're not as good as last season, then, are they? So
They've not been amazing. No, when I watched them, they've not looked amazing. But they just won it against.
they weren't great against PSG either when they lost them. I still think they'll have too much for Club Brugge. So I'm gonna go 2-0 Barcelona.
They beat Elche 3-1 on the weekend.
Yes, I think they'll have too much for Brugge.
We're saying 2-1 Barca.
2-0 Barcelona.
King.
I think Barcelona have been relatively bad this season, even against Olympiacos before the red card, which was dodgy to be honest for me. They were just they were just beating Olympiacos 2-1, and Olympiacos just before that red card scored, and they were the team with the momentum. So I don't think Barcelona are going to have it all their way. I think it's going to be a close game. I think Barcelona will still come out on top, probably win it like a 3-1 Barca.
They
It'll
can't defend
be
either,
2-1.
can they,
It'll be 2-1 until like the 85th minute, and then they'll get a third.
4-1 Barca, and I think I think Real Madrid should have slapped them 5-1. They were not great in the El Clasico either. Inter, Kairat Almaty 5-0 Inter. Next.
4-0 Inter.
3-0 Inter.
King.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a slapping. I don't think Inter's been great that great.
No, they
but,
second in the league right now, 1 point off top.
but it'll be a comfortable win, 2-0 Inter.
Okay. City Dortmund. Haaland against his former club.
I think it'll be a comfortable City win.
Comfortable City win. I'm gonna go 3-1 City. Sorry, 4-1 City. Haaland with a hat trick. And
3-1 City.
I'll go with the Rangers goal as well. Rangers will score one.
I think 3-1 City. Yeah.
3-1 City. King, Josh.
I'll go 2-0 City. Very comfortable. Haaland with a brace.
King.
This game's going to be difficult because Dortmund's been good in the league this season, good in Champions League as well.
Yeah. They lost one game this season. It was against Bayern Munich.
Yeah, so they've only really lost to Bayern. So it's not going to be an easy game for City, especially against Joe Bellingham and them boys. But I think City will just come out on top, just 2-1. 2-1 City. But I wouldn't be surprised if Dortmund win.
Marseille Atalanta.
Who was that against Atalanta?
Marseille at home against Atalanta.
Ooh.
I don't know what to say. I mean, Atalanta, have they been good this season? I don't even know. I mean, they have been, I guess. Let me just see where they are on the table. Atalanta, real quick. They're currently 10th, but they're 5 points off 6th. Yeah, not a great start. I'm gonna go 3-1 Marseille. Greenwood. Sorry, don't like him, but brace.
Yeah, I'm gonna back Marseille as well. De Zerbi's the Marseille manager, isn't he?
Yeah, De Zerbi, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna back Marseille to win 2-1.
I think Marseille are league leaders, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
Second.
Oh, the second. I think PSG overtook them last night.
Remember King did a watch along last night for the game that he was going to the Premier League. He was going to the league and he was going to the table for clubs, and he showed that PSG were top. So yeah.
Nice.
I think they won. Not mistaken.
I'll back Marseille as well. I know it's not very diverse, these predictions, but I'll back them to win 3-1. I think it'll be a clinical display. I'll go with an Aubameyang hat trick. Go on, son.
Oh, PSG won with a late Gonzalo Ramos winner. 94th minute at home against Nice 1-0. Yeah, hold that, Ineos. Anyways, King, what's your score prediction?
I think Marseille will win this. Atlanta will get some goals. I think it'll be a high scoring game. I think Marseille end up winning for like 4-2, 4-2 Gunwood hat trick. He's gonna be up Atlanta like he did his, I'm not gonna say the rest, but yeah, Marseille 4-2.
Nah, I,
Moving on.
he's gone. Yeah, exactly. Well done.
Bro, I
Newcastle.
completely missed what you said. I was checking
I'll-
somewhere down there.
I'll message in the private chat.
Alright.
Newcastle, Bilbao. Newcastle home to Bilbao. Last but not least,
3-0 Newcastle.
Bilbao been okay. I don't know if they've been in good form.
Walter and Gordon with the goals. I think Gordon is on a really, really long goal drought, so I'll predict him to score this weekend.
They're 11th with 4 points off 6th. 3-1 Newcastle. I don't know why I say 3-1 a lot today. 3-1 Newcastle. Walter Mata brace.
I think Newcastle need to bounce back. They lost to West Ham at the weekend. They haven't had a great start in the league. I think they're 12th, so maybe they can get some solace in Europe. So I'll go with a 2-0 win to Newcastle. Yeah.
Josh and Prophet, what were your score predictions for Marseille Atlanta again?
I said 2-1 Marseille.
And,
3-1 Marseille. Aubameyang hat-trick.
King, Newcastle, Bilbao.
I don't know what to think of it because Newcastle are just coming off a bad loss to West Ham, who haven't been great this season, but Bilbao haven't been great either. They're both poor in their leagues. Newcastle are 13th. Bilbao though 11th for La Liga. You know what? Yeah, you're right. It's going to be a bounce back win, 3-1 Newcastle. Walter Marder brace, and maybe Gordon gets a goal just for the confidence.
Athletic are 11th in La Liga. Yeah, they are. Just check that. Prophet, what was your score prediction again?
2-0 Newcastle.
And Josh, you said 3-1 Newcastle?
3-0.
3-0. I said 3-1 Newcastle, Baltimore brace. But yeah, that's it for the Champions League predictions. Anything more you guys want to add before we close out?
Just win the game, keep a clean sheet. Declan Rice don't get booked. No injuries, and we're good.
Who's top of the Champions League table at the moment currently?
I think it is Bayern, isn't it?
It's Bayern.
Or Real Madrid, one of the two.
PSG.
Isn't it Arsenal?
No, PSG and Bayern are
No,
tied.
we're up 4th or 5th.
PSG and Bayern are tied on points with 10 goal difference each, both. But
Okay.
PSG only top by the narrowest of margins. I'll tell you why. PSG has scored one more goal, but they conceded one more goal. It's literally the finest of margins. And this is why this game is huge. It's gonna be massive. So if it ends in a draw, both teams could be knocked off their perch.
Yeah, 100%.
But King and Josh and Prophet, anything more you want to add before we close up? Real quick. I just hope it's going to be a good Champions League week. Honestly, 2 games at the same time, not ideal. They should have made it separate. They should have made it one day after the other. They should have made Liverpool Real Madrid on Wednesday night instead.
I think it depends how the pots are as well, doesn't it? What pot you're in, what team, what pots you're in.
Possibly. And PSG Bayern as well. PSG Bayern at the same time as well. Sorry, PSG Bayern should have been the day before, and then Liverpool Real Madrid should be the next day. Or
I can't lie, I kind of preferred the old UCL format as well. Personally, I prefer the group stage thing.
I agree, man, because you play each other twice as well. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like you want to get revenge over the other. Like Arsenal, when last year, I remember a lot of your fans said, "I want to play Inter Milan at the Emirates." Remember last season, you didn't get to play them at the Emirates. You played them at the San Siro. Didn't even play them at the Emirates. And Liverpool, when you wanted to go to the Bernabeu as well last season as well, didn't you?
100%, yeah.
Yeah, the old UCL format should come back, in my opinion. But
I think the league format's good, but there's not enough jeopardy in it. Because the top teams are going to go through regardless. You've got to finish in the top 24.
Because you can't play everyone as well. You can only play 8 teams that have been allocated to you. You can't play everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I think the top 16 should go through to the last 16. It way more simple. Well, they've made it way more complicated than it should be.
Yeah. King, want anything before we go?
Yeah. I do prefer the table format. I just because the matches that are coming up, like because obviously it's random generated, you're getting a lot of good matches that you normally would see in the later rounds earlier on. So you're getting to see, for example, PSG Bayern could easily be the Champions League final, but you're getting to see it in this stage, which normally you wouldn't, because they normally probably be in separate groups. Even Liverpool Madrid is a type of game that you normally typically see in a quarterfinal, semi-finals stage. So I like it. I do agree with Josh though that top 16 should go through, because then there's more jeopardy to the actual stage, because then teams are actually going to have to do what they need to do. But saying that, then that would have meant that I think last year PSG wouldn't have won the Champions League. So I don't know. That would have been something completely different. But maybe they can maybe reduce the teams or do something just to make it a bit more entertaining before it comes to like the last couple games, because for the most, because there's also maybe they need to increase the quality of teams that they add to the tournament, because there's a lot of teams that are Europa League quality in the Champions League table, so it's just a lot of easy games for certain teams, so you just don't get the hype, I guess. But it's just the way they spread out the teams, I guess. So I don't know.
They played each other twice, both home and away. Yeah, exactly.
But
Sorry,
yeah, I like the table format. But yeah, I don't know. There needs to be some tweaks to it. So
Do you guys think there's a world where they could bring the table thing back, revert back to how it was before? Do you think this is the way going forward now?
I think with the Super League, this is UEFA's idea to counteract that, so I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
but the Super League was trying to replace the Champions League, so the Super League was going to have their own group stage.
Well, that's the thing, but yeah, the Champions League has adopted the Super League format in order to take away from the Super League.
And the Super League, whole Champions League format.
Yeah, the Super League would have been a league table like this, but it would have just been the best of the best, and then the second would have been the other teams, but they wouldn't have been they didn't want relegation and other things that was more American style. It would have been more like MLS kind of thing. So for me, I think this is the best of both worlds. It's not Super League, it's not Champions League, it's in between. So I think this is the best they can do, because if they kept it to the old format, I think the Super League would have come back around. So they had to change. They had to update. And I think it's good. I think it's good, because I've enjoyed the last couple seasons of Champions League and the unpredictability of the fixtures.
Yeah, because PSG, remember they were 25th, and then they barely scraped by in the Champions League, and then the run that they had to the final, they knocked out how many English clubs? Villa, Liverpool. They knocked out City.
Well, they beat City in the league phase. They beat us in the semis.
They beat Arsenal, exactly. So they had a good run against English side. Obviously, they beat Tottenham in the Super Cup. So
yeah, we're the only one that didn't beat, because that's what we do.
But anyways, Prophet, you were saying something earlier. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
What was I saying?
Well, about the format, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think I do prefer the old one, but I can see why people like this one as well. To be fair, you get bigger games earlier on. So yeah, I can see. I mean, if it was like this going forward, I wouldn't really mind it. Champions League is Champions League at the end of the day.
Would you think that bringing back group stage would be 8 teams? Sorry, 8 teams. 40. Not 40. Was it 4 teams?
Yeah, 4 teams in each group, isn't it?
It would each be 4 teams, but
you probably have to do something different.
Would they now make it 8?
8 teams in one group.
And
but then the games would go further along, wouldn't they? Did you get games even past January?
I don't like. I'll be honest with you. I miss the old format. I'll be honest with you. I miss the old format. I think that's what made it.
If something's not broken, don't change it. And
the Champions League is still it's still great to watch. Don't get me wrong, but I would much rather have the 6 games in the group stage, finish it before December, have it back in February. because now it's a fixture. It adds more congestion into fixtures in January as well. Don't
Yeah,
forget,
100%.
December schedule, you have January schedules and whatnot. It's all mixed up. And obviously, I remember one of the times that there was an international break for South American international teams because they had to play their playoffs for the World Cup. I think, if I'm not mistaken. I remember one time in January, the South American national teams had to go and play there. So like not Casemiro, Cavani was absent and whatnot. He had to go and play for Uruguay. So that's why I'm saying I think fixture congestion could be the downfall of this. But I would much rather they bring that old format back. But anyways, I think we'll close out here unless you guys have anything more.
Yeah, there's one thing I would add to that.
Please
I'm
do.
happy I'm happy from the old format that they took out teams getting dropped down to the Europa League and then Europa League to the Conference League, because I think that was rewarding failure. So if they are going to go old format, I think third place should just be out of Champions League, out of Europe altogether, rather than drop down.
But the one thing though, King, sorry to cut you off here. The Champions League teams that finish in third goes down to the Europa League.
Yeah,
I remember we finished second on goal, not on goal difference, on head to head, and goals scored, or goal difference it was, and Betis finished on top. Oh no, Sociedad finished on top. We finished in second. We played Barcelona in the playoff round. Not playoff round, but it was like the round, not round of 32, but it was like an elimination round. You get what I'm trying to say? We had because Barcelona finished third in the Champions League group and they got eliminated to the Europa League. We played them. We knocked them out in the Europa League. I think I would much rather have that. That adds more to it, because I think, in my opinion, you can say I'm delusional, but I think if there was Champions League teams in the Europa League, they got knocked down to the Europa League last season, Spurs wouldn't have been in the final. Spurs would not have been in the final, in my opinion.
But it shouldn't happen though, because you're basically saying, if you lose games and finish third in your group, you get a reward of going into an easier competition, which I think is, for me, even though my team's done that before, I think if you finish third or fourth in the group, you should just be eliminated from Europe, because, as I said, it's rewarding losing, and I think football should be about winning. It should be about being the best. So and also there were some teams that would prefer to finish third, because then they'd go to Europa League and have a better chance of winning that. So for me, I think if you're going to go back to the old format, don't have any. I like the fact that teams don't drop to the lower competition, because the lower competition should just stay as it is. For me,
I hear that. But Prophet and Josh, you want to close out? You guys want anything more?
No, but no.
I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Premier League show as well. If you guys are free.
What time is that going to be?
Josh, you said you weren't free tomorrow, yeah? At 9 a.m. UK, you're not free tomorrow.
Oh well, it depends when the other guys can get on. If you tell me a time.
Any time's good before the game. So,
anytime before the game.
Yeah.
Anytime before the Champions League games tomorrow. Are you guys okay with? Are you guys okay with evening tomorrow?
Evening, yeah, fine. That's cool with me.
4 p.m. UK tomorrow. You okay with 4 p.m. UK?
Yeah, that sounds.
Josh, you okay with 4 p.m. UK?
I can't do 4 p.m. UK. Don't worry, I'll be in chat. No worries.
Okay, no worries.
It's like you'll have Jacques tomorrow, like for like substitution. It's fine.
And all the links are in the video, guys. So make sure you guys go check out King's channel, both of King's channels as well. Prophet's channel and Josh's channel. Josh will upload a video very, very soon. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button, and let's get to 500, guys. 10 subs to go. Me and King are literally back straight after this. After I end the stream, we're gonna be back live for the NBA show in just about half an hour. I think we'll begin. I think we'll just wait for another half an hour and we'll start. I'll message Justin and check on him as well. But big up to King, big up to you, bro. And then I'll see you in half an hour. Josh and Prophet, I'll see you guys potentially tomorrow, if all goes to plan. And enjoy the Champions League games, people. I'll be back tomorrow for the Premier League games review. So tune in, people. We are out. Take care. Like, share, subscribe to all the channels, including my channel. Big up to Jack.
Big up.
Out. A la Madrid.